So if you ever have trouble knowing what to say in a conversation, just remember the 4 C's of conversation. It's a framework I actually came up with that works in pretty much any situation. So for those who don't know, hi, I'm Day. I'm a social skills consultant, and I teach adults how to navigate social situations, avoid social awkwardness, and become socially magnetic. So what are the 4 C's of conversation? They are curiosity, continue, commonality, and complement. So let's start with curiosity. You lead with your curiosity when you're talking to people. And what that means is if you're talking to people and they bring something up, ask them more about it, especially if they tell you something about themselves. I'll give you an example. I used to work as a corporate trainer, and one of the people I was training once happened to say that he loved working in the office and that he didn't like the whole work from home thing. This was back during COVID. And so that made me wonder if maybe he was an extrovert, because I know people who are super extroverted had a really hard time with the work from home thing because they need to be around people a lot. And so I asked him, "Are you an extrovert?" And he said, "Actually, yeah, I am." And then we started talking about extroversion versus introversion. So see, we were able to build that bit of rapport and move away from just purely work-related topics. And in the end, he even said that when the work from home thing was over, that he hoped to be able to meet me in person one day. Not in a like flirty way, but just as a gesture of goodwill that we developed because I led with my curiosity and asked him about himself. So that's a perfect fallback. Number 2 is continue, which simply means continue the thread of what the person is saying. And this could be by sharing a fact about yourself. This could be by offering your opinion on what they said. Or if you're stuck, if all else fails, summarize what they said. So this could look like, for example, somebody tells you that they are so excited for the snowstorm that's coming up because they love winter and winter's their favorite season. So if you're going to continue the thread, if you like winter sports, you could say, "Oh, I get excited for snow days too because I love to ski or I love to snowboard," or whatever. Or if you're a normal person and you hate snow days, I'm just kidding, you can say, "Oh God, I'm actually dreading this snow day. I'm not a snow person personally." Or this is kind of related to the curiosity tip I mentioned. You could say, "Oh, okay. So are you one of those people that prefer cold over hot?" The point is that it continues the thread of conversation rather than just leaving it to wither away in an awkward silence. The next C is going to be commonality. So let's say you're also someone who loves winter. I don't understand you, but hey, you're also someone that prefers the cold. If the person just told you that they're excited for this coming snowstorm, then that's something you guys have in common. So you can say, "Oh, hey, you know what? I'm excited too. I love the winter." And then they'll be like, "Me too." People love to find out things that they have in common with new people. And that's actually one of the most common ways for people to bond, is to find the things that they have in common. So pointing out things you have in common is great. Another way you could do it is, let's say that somebody is wearing a t-shirt for a band that you like. You could say, "Oh my God, I love Nirvana too," or something like that. And then the 4th C is compliment. An easy way to start a conversation, or even continue one depending on the scenario, is give them a compliment. The compliment does have to be genuine, but let's say they're wearing a bracelet or something and you like it. You could say, "Oh my God, I love that bracelet. Where'd you get it?" And that promotes goodwill between you two. And most likely, if you follow it up with "Where'd you get it?" if you're genuinely curious, the person will tell you where they got it. And then who knows, maybe that's a store that you like. And then you'll say, "Oh, I love that store." And then you guys start talking about that store. And you see, when you follow the 4 C's of conversation, the conversation will snowball almost effortlessly.